Begin the narration here. You are floating quietly near a distant black hole. Your body feels weightless, calm, and completely supported. The darkness around you feels vast yet welcoming. Soft starlight drifts slowly across your field of awareness. Gravity here is strong, but you remain safely balanced. Nothing pulls you closer, nothing pushes you away. Space stretches gently like a slow breath. Time feels wider, calmer, less demanding than before. You notice light bending gracefully around the void. It moves like silk, following invisible curves. This black hole is ancient, patient, and silent. It does not chase, it simply exists. You are far enough to observe without danger, close enough to feel the wonder of gravity. Your breathing naturally slows in this environment. Each breath matches the rhythm of distant space. Particles of light pass by like drifting snow. They circle slowly, never rushing anywhere. You sense how mass shapes the fabric of space. The universe feels soft, pliable, and responsive. Here time stretches without breaking. Moments feel longer yet deeply peaceful. Your thoughts begin to loosen and drift. They float like small satellites nearby. Nothing here demands attention or effort. There is only gentle presence and awareness. The black hole hums with quiet mathematical order. Its silence feels structured, calm, and reliable. Energy flows without sound or vibration. Everything happens smoothly without friction. You feel safely held by distance and balance. Nothing is collapsing, nothing is escaping. Light from distant stars arrives slowly. Each photon has traveled patiently to reach you. You imagine spacetime like a slow river. You are resting near its gentle curve. There is no edge here, only depth. Depth that invites calm observation. Your muscles soften without instruction. Your jaw loosens, your shoulders release. The universe does not rush its processes. Neither do you in this moment. Gravity feels like a quiet embrace. Strong yet perfectly predictable. You remain suspended in stable orbit. A peaceful path that repeats endlessly. There is beauty in forces you cannot see. They work continuously without disturbance. The black hole remains dark and complete. Not empty, but incredibly full. You drift while remaining exactly where you are. Motion and stillness blend together. Thoughts slow to match cosmic timescales. Minutes feel spacious and unmeasured. You sense how calm emerges from understanding. Knowledge here feels soothing, not demanding. Nothing needs to be solved or reached. Only experienced gently and slowly. The universe allows you to rest within it. Supported by laws older than memory. You float calmly, aware and unafraid. The darkness feels steady and kind. Space continues its quiet unfolding around you, and you remain peacefully present within it. Continue immediately from where the story paused. You remain suspended within this quiet cosmic balance. Awareness drifts gently without effort or resistance. Space around you feels endlessly patient. Nothing here expects movement or decision. Your sense of self feels lighter and wider. Boundaries soften without disappearing. Gravity continues its calm, invisible conversation, holding everything in steady relation. Light traces slow arcs through curved space. Each path feels deliberate and calm. You notice how silence carries information. Without sound, without urgency. The black hole rests unchanged and complete. Its presence feels constant and reassuring. You float along a predictable, gentle path. Stability feels deeply comforting here. Your breathing aligns with distant stellar rhythms. Slow, consistent, and unforced. Thoughts appear then dissolve naturally. Like mist warmed by soft light. The universe feels older than memory, yet attentive in its own way. You sense equations woven into space. They hum quietly beneath awareness. Nothing needs interpretation or naming. Experience unfolds without labels. Distance feels protective and kind, allowing calm observation. Time continues stretching smoothly, never tearing, never collapsing. Your body remains relaxed and supported, floating without strain or effort. There is comfort in cosmic predictability, laws behaving exactly as expected. Energy curves space without disturbance. Everything responds gently. You feel no fear near this darkness, only curiosity softened by calm. The void feels full of quiet structure, not absence but order. Light continues its endless patient journey, arriving without haste. You drift along space-time contours, like leaves following slow water. Awareness settles deeper into stillness, without losing clarity. The black hole remains distant and steady, neither closer nor farther. Your orbit repeats with soothing regularity, a pattern that feels safe. Nothing interrupts this gentle motion. Nothing demands attention. Your muscles remain loose and heavy, resting without instruction. Space continues breathing slowly around you. Expansion and calm balance. You sense vast scales without overwhelm. Everything feels proportioned and gentle. Moments unfold without sharp edges, smooth and continuous. The universe holds you without intention, simply through natural order. Your thoughts continue slowing gradually, matching cosmic patience. Gravity remains strong yet predictable, never surprising, never urgent. You remain aware without effort, present without focus. Light bends softly, marking invisible geometry, curves that guide motion. There is peace in understanding without thinking, knowing without processing. You float calmly as space unfolds, and everything continues quietly. Continue immediately from where the story paused. You stay gently carried by silent cosmic balance. Movement feels smooth, steady, and effortless. Space around you feels calm and familiar, as though it quietly welcomes your presence. Awareness remains open without drifting away. Supported by steady natural laws, gravity continues guiding every subtle motion. Always consistent, always calm. Light travels patiently through curved space, following paths shaped long ago. You sense distance without needing measure. Scale exists without comparison. The black hole remains composed and still, neither reacting nor changing. Its mass shapes space with quiet certainty, order forming without intention. Your breathing stays slow and even, in harmony with surrounding stillness. Thoughts appear briefly then soften, leaving awareness clear and open. The darkness feels deep and layered, gently textured rather than empty. Energy moves endlessly through space, without sound, without friction. You float within repeating gentle motion, a rhythm that feels reassuring. Time feels wide and uncompressed, allowing moments to expand naturally. Your body remains relaxed and supported, as if resting on unseen currents. Nothing presses, nothing strains. Balance holds itself quietly. You sense mathematics beneath experience, stable and dependable. There is comfort in predictable structure. Nothing unexpected arises here. Light continues bending around great mass. Curves remain smooth and graceful. Your awareness widens softly, taking everything in slowly. Space feels like a vast quiet chamber, without edges or walls. The black hole stays a distant center, calmly shaping nearby space. You feel secure at this measured distance, close enough yet safe. Muscles remain heavy and loose, releasing without guidance. The universe continues slow breathing, gravity and expansion balanced. You feel held within this pattern, supported without intention. Moments pass without sharp borders, blending gently together. There is ease in endless repetition, cycles unfolding unchanged. Thoughts grow lighter and fewer, drifting without direction. Gravity stays steady and reliable, never shifting, never urgent. Light particles glide past silently, tracing ancient curved routes. You float with minimal sense of self, more awareness than identity. Space unfolds layer by layer, quiet and continuous. Nothing asks for response or effort, only gentle observation. The black hole remains silent and whole, its presence neutral and steady. You continue along space-time contours, without noticing movement. Awareness stays evenly spread, neither fading nor focusing. The universe maintains its calm structure, and you remain softly within it. Continue immediately from where the story paused. You remain gently supported by stable cosmic motion. Nothing shifts abruptly, nothing accelerates. Space continues feeling calm and accommodating, as if shaped for quiet awareness. Your breathing remains slow and natural, uninfluenced by thought or intention. Gravity continues its steady guidance, consistent and reliable. Light moves smoothly along curved paths, never colliding, never stopping. You sense vast structures without visual effort. Understanding arrives without thought. The black hole maintains perfect equilibrium, neither growing nor shrinking. Its influence extends evenly through space, balanced and predictable. Your awareness stays open and relaxed, resting without focus. Energy flows continuously through the environment, without resistance or sound. Time feels evenly distributed, moments unfolding at equal pace. Your body remains fully at ease, supported by invisible balance. No tension appears anywhere. Muscles remain loose and heavy. Space feels layered with depth, yet nothing feels distant. Light arrives gradually from far stars, carrying ancient calm. You drift within repeating orbital motion, a path that feels familiar. There is comfort in steady repetition, patterns repeating endlessly. Thoughts continue dissolving before forming, leaving only presence. Gravity remains constant in strength, never surprising, never changing. The darkness around you feels soft, not threatening, not empty. You sense structure within emptiness, order without boundaries. Your awareness widens slightly more, taking in greater scale. Space behaves gently and predictably, following ancient laws. The black hole remains quietly complete, its form unchanged. Nothing draws you closer, nothing sends you away. Light continues curving gracefully, marking invisible geometry. Your breathing aligns with cosmic pacing, slow and even. Energy distributes itself smoothly, without accumulation. You feel no urgency in time, no need to move. Moments continue stretching comfortably, without distortion. Your body stays relaxed and passive, floating without effort. Awareness remains stable and clear, without sharp focus. Space feels endlessly patient, allowing calm observation. You sense gravity as gentle pressure, holding position steady. The universe continues quiet motion, without beginning or end. Light glides past silently, tracing reliable routes. Your sense of self softens further, blending with surroundings. Nothing feels separate or distinct. Everything feels continuous. Time flows evenly and gently, never compressing. You remain safely balanced in orbit, protected by distance. The black hole stays centered and calm, anchoring nearby space. Your muscles remain relaxed and still, releasing completely. Thoughts appear rarely now, and fade immediately. Awareness settles deeper into calm, without losing clarity. Energy continues circulating endlessly, maintaining equilibrium. Space unfolds smoothly in all directions, without limit. You feel held by predictable structure, supported without intention. Light continues arriving patiently, never delayed. Gravity maintains its quiet presence, firm and steady. Nothing disrupts this gentle state. Nothing intrudes. Your breathing remains soft and unforced, matching universal rhythm. The universe continues shaping itself, calm and consistent, and you remain quietly present within it. Continue immediately from where the story paused. You continue drifting within steady gravitational harmony. Nothing accelerates, nothing resists. Space feels evenly distributed around awareness, calm without direction or edge. Your breathing remains slow and unremarkable, happening without observation. Gravity continues holding everything in relation, firm yet gentle. Light flows endlessly along curved spacetime, paths repeating with patience. You sense scale without comparison, vastness without overwhelm. The black hole remains quietly influential, present without demand. Its mass stabilizes surrounding motion, order emerging naturally. Your awareness stays relaxed and open, neither expanding nor contracting. Energy circulates continuously through space, without buildup or loss. Time feels evenly stretched everywhere, no moment heavier than another. Your body remains loose and unburdened, floating without adjustment. No sensation asks for attention. Everything feels resolved. Space continues offering depth and calm, layered yet accessible. Light arrives softly from distant origins, carrying no urgency. You remain aligned with orbital motion, repeating predictably. There is reassurance in constant rhythm, motion without change. Thoughts rarely form now, and dissolve immediately. Gravity maintains perfect consistency, never wavering. Darkness feels stable and textured, not empty, not heavy. You sense structure supporting stillness, invisible but reliable. Awareness remains gently distributed, without focal point. Space behaves with absolute patience, following its rules silently. The black hole stays distant and complete, unaltered by observation. Nothing draws you inward, nothing pushes you away. Light continues bending elegantly, tracing unseen curves. Your breathing aligns with cosmic flow, unforced and steady. Energy moves without friction, smooth and continuous. Moments pass without distinction, blending seamlessly. Your body remains passive and supported, held by balance. Awareness feels clear and settled, without effort. Space feels endlessly accommodating, allowing rest. Gravity registers as calm pressure, holding position stable. The universe continues quiet motion everywhere, without interruption. Light glides past silently again, following ancient geometry. Your sense of self softens further, edges dissolving. Nothing feels separate anymore. All feels connected. Time continues flowing evenly, neither slowing nor rushing. You remain securely balanced in orbit, distance protecting gently. The black hole anchors surrounding space, calm and constant. Your muscles stay relaxed and heavy, releasing further. Thoughts no longer linger. Only presence remains. Awareness sinks deeper into ease, still alert. Energy continues circulating naturally, maintaining equilibrium. Space unfolds uniformly in all directions, without boundary. You feel held by consistent structure, supported effortlessly. Light continues arriving patiently, never late. Gravity remains quietly dependable, always present. Nothing disturbs this balanced state. Nothing intrudes. Your breathing stays soft and regular, matching cosmic rhythm. The universe continues shaping itself calmly, consistent and ordered, and you remain gently aware within it. Continue immediately from where the story paused. You remain gently suspended within constant cosmic balance. Nothing shifts suddenly, nothing changes direction. Space continues feeling smooth and evenly shaped, comfortable for quiet awareness. Your breathing flows slowly without notice, happening on its own. Gravity stays present and dependable, holding every distance steady. Light continues its curved movement through space, never pausing, never rushing. You sense motion without tracking it. Awareness simply allows it. The black hole remains calm and contained, neither inviting nor rejecting. Its presence stabilizes everything nearby. Order maintained silently. Your awareness feels settled and broad, resting without focus. Energy circulates endlessly around you, smooth and uninterrupted. Time feels evenly spread across experience, no moment heavier. Your body remains fully relaxed, supported without effort. No sensation calls for attention. Everything feels complete. Space continues offering depth and openness, without resistance. Light arrives softly from distant regions, carrying quiet history. You continue following a stable orbital path. Repetition feels soothing. There is ease in predictable motion. Nothing varies. Thoughts rarely arise now, and fade instantly. Gravity remains unchanged and constant, always reliable. The surrounding darkness feels calm and structured, not empty. You sense invisible frameworks holding space, balanced and precise. Awareness remains gently diffused, without center. Space behaves patiently and consistently, following ancient patterns. The black hole stays distant and steady, unmoved by presence. Nothing draws you inward. Nothing sends you outward. Light continues bending in graceful arcs, marking quiet geometry. Your breathing aligns with universal pacing, slow and even. Energy moves without friction or pause, always flowing. Moments pass without separation, blending naturally. Your body stays passive and heavy, at rest. Awareness remains clear and open, without effort. Space feels endlessly accepting, inviting stillness. Gravity registers as calm stability, holding position. The universe continues gentle motion everywhere, uninterrupted. Light glides past again silently, tracing familiar paths. Your sense of self continues softening, boundaries dissolving. Nothing feels isolated now. All feels unified. Time flows evenly without variation, smooth and continuous. You remain securely balanced in motion, protected by distance. The black hole anchors nearby space quietly, constant and neutral. Your muscles remain loose and relaxed, letting go. Thoughts no longer form clearly. Only presence remains. Awareness settles deeper into calm clarity. Still receptive, energy continues circulating naturally, maintaining balance. Space unfolds smoothly in every direction, without edge. You feel held by consistent structure, supported naturally. Light continues arriving patiently, without delay. Gravity stays quietly dependable, never absent. Nothing interrupts this gentle state. Nothing intrudes. Your breathing remains soft and regular, aligned with cosmic rhythm. The universe continues shaping itself calmly, ordered and steady, and you remain gently aware within it. Continue immediately from where the story paused. You continue floating within unwavering cosmic steadiness. Nothing alters speed, nothing changes course. Space feels consistently smooth around awareness, holding without pressure. Your breathing remains slow and effortless, flowing without notice. Gravity stays quietly present everywhere, maintaining gentle order. Light keeps following curved spacetime routes, patient and uninterrupted. You sense motion without tracking direction. Awareness simply receives it. The black hole remains stable and contained, neither drawing nor releasing. Its influence shapes space evenly, balance preserved silently. Your awareness feels wide and settled, resting without intention. Energy moves endlessly through surrounding space, smooth and continuous. Time feels evenly distributed across moments. Nothing stands out. Your body remains deeply relaxed, supported naturally. No sensation asks to be named. Everything feels resolved. Space continues offering depth and calmness, layered yet open. Light arrives softly from distant origins, carrying quiet age. You remain aligned with stable orbital flow. Repetition feels reassuring. There is comfort in predictable movement. Nothing varies. Thoughts rarely appear now, and dissolve instantly. Gravity remains unchanged and dependable, always constant. The darkness feels structured and calm, not empty. You sense invisible frameworks holding reality, precise and balanced. Awareness stays gently spread, without a center. Space behaves patiently and consistently, following timeless patterns. The black hole stays distant and whole, unmoved by observation. Nothing pulls you inward. Nothing urges you outward. Light continues bending in smooth arcs, tracing silent geometry. Your breathing aligns with universal rhythm, slow and steady. Energy flows without resistance anywhere, always circulating. Moments pass without separation, blending softly. Your body stays passive and heavy, at rest. Awareness remains clear and open, without effort. Space feels endlessly accommodating, inviting stillness. Gravity registers as quiet stability, holding position gently. The universe continues calm motion everywhere, uninterrupted. Light glides past silently once more, following familiar paths. Your sense of self softens further, edges fading. Nothing feels isolated anymore. All feels continuous. Time flows evenly without variation, smooth and broad. You remain securely balanced in motion, distance protecting you. The black hole anchors nearby space calmly, constant and neutral. Your muscles remain loose and relaxed, letting go further. Thoughts no longer form distinctly. Only presence remains. Awareness settles deeper into ease, still aware. Energy continues circulating naturally, maintaining harmony. Space unfolds smoothly in every direction, without boundary. You feel held by consistent structure, supported effortlessly. Light continues arriving patiently, never delayed. Gravity stays quietly dependable, never absent. Nothing disturbs this balanced state. Nothing intrudes. Your breathing remains soft and regular, aligned with cosmic pacing. The universe continues shaping itself calmly, ordered and steady, and you remain gently aware within it. Continue immediately from where the story paused. You remain calmly carried by unchanged cosmic motion. Nothing accelerates, nothing drifts away. Space continues feeling evenly balanced around you, quiet and accommodating. Your breathing stays slow and automatic, unnoticed and steady. Gravity maintains its gentle, constant influence, holding every distance intact. Light continues traveling along curved space-time paths, smooth and uninterrupted. You sense movement without tracking direction. Awareness allows without effort. The black hole remains stable and composed, neither approaching nor retreating. Its mass quietly shapes surrounding space. Order sustained naturally. Your awareness feels settled and expansive, resting without intention. Energy flows endlessly through the environment, without resistance. Time feels evenly shared between moments. Nothing dominates. Your body remains loose and fully supported, floating without adjustment. No sensation rises for attention. Everything feels sufficient. Space continues offering layered depth. Open and calm. Light arrives softly from distant stars, carrying ancient stillness. You continue along a familiar orbital path. Repetition feels comforting. There is peace and steady motion. Nothing changes. Thoughts form less frequently now, and vanish quickly. Gravity remains unwavering and dependable, always present. The darkness around you feels structured, calm and stable. You sense invisible frameworks supporting space, precise and balanced. Awareness remains gently diffused, without focus. Space behaves patiently and consistently, following enduring laws. The black hole stays distant and whole, unmoved by presence. Nothing pulls you inward. Nothing urges departure. Light continues bending in graceful curves, marking silent geometry. Your breathing aligns with universal rhythm, slow and even. Energy circulates smoothly everywhere, never collecting. Moments pass without separation, blending gently. Your body stays passive and heavy, at ease. Awareness remains clear and receptive, without strain. Space feels endlessly accepting, inviting rest. Gravity registers as quiet stability, holding position softly. The universe continues gentle motion throughout, unbroken. Light glides past silently again, tracing familiar routes. Your sense of self continues softening, boundaries thinning. Nothing feels separate anymore. All feels connected. Time flows evenly without compression, broad and smooth. You remain securely balanced in motion, distance protective. The black hole anchors nearby space calmly, neutral and constant. Your muscles remain loose and relaxed, letting go further. Thoughts rarely appear at all. Presence remains. Awareness settles deeper into calm clarity. Still open. Energy continues circulating naturally, maintaining harmony. Space unfolds evenly in every direction, without edge. You feel held by consistent structure, supported effortlessly. Light continues arriving patiently, never delayed. Gravity stays quietly dependable, always there. Nothing disturbs this balanced state. Nothing intrudes. Your breathing remains soft and regular, aligned with cosmic flow. The universe continues shaping itself calmly, ordered and steady, and you remain gently aware within it. Continue immediately from where the story paused. You continue resting within unchanging cosmic alignment. Nothing speeds up, nothing slows down. Space feels smooth and evenly present, gently surrounding awareness. Your breathing continues slow and automatic, moving without observation. Gravity remains quietly active everywhere, maintaining stable relationships. Light keeps traveling along curved space-time lines, never stopping, never rushing. You sense motion without tracking position. Awareness simply allows experience. The black hole remains steady and contained, neither calling nor repelling. Its mass shapes nearby space evenly. Structure maintained silently. Your awareness feels calm and expansive, settled without intention. Energy flows endlessly through surrounding space, smooth and uninterrupted. Time feels evenly spread across experience. No moment stands apart. Your body remains loose and supported, floating without adjustment. No sensation rises for attention. Everything feels resolved. Space continues offering quiet depth, open and stable. Light arrives gently from distant regions, carrying ancient calm. You remain aligned with a stable orbital path, Repetition feels reassuring. There is comfort in predictable motion. Nothing varies. Thoughts appear only faintly now, and fade immediately. Gravity remains constant and dependable, never shifting. The surrounding darkness feels structured and calm, not empty. You sense invisible frameworks holding reality, precise and balanced. Awareness stays gently diffused, without focus. Space behaves patiently and consistently, following timeless order. The black hole stays distant and whole, unchanged by presence. Nothing draws you inward. Nothing urges departure. Light continues bending in smooth arcs, tracing quiet geometry. Your breathing aligns with universal pacing, slow and even. Energy circulates smoothly everywhere, never collecting. Moments pass without separation, blending softly. Your body stays passive and heavy, at ease. Awareness remains clear and receptive, without effort. Space feels endlessly accommodating, inviting stillness. Gravity registers as calm stability. Holding position gently, the universe continues gentle motion throughout, uninterrupted. Light glides past silently again, following familiar routes. Your sense of self softens further, boundaries thinning. Nothing feels separate anymore. All feels continuous. Time flows evenly without compression, broad and smooth. You remain securely balanced in motion, distance protective. The black hole anchors surrounding space calmly, neutral and constant. Your muscles remain loose and relaxed, letting go further. Thoughts rarely form at all. Presence remains. Awareness settles deeper into calm clarity. Still open. Energy continues circulating naturally, maintaining harmony. Space unfolds evenly in every direction, without edge. You feel held by consistent structure, supported effortlessly. Light continues arriving patiently, never delayed. Gravity stays quietly dependable, always present. Nothing disturbs this balanced state. Nothing intrudes. Your breathing remains soft and regular, aligned with cosmic rhythm. The universe continues shaping itself calmly, ordered and steady, and you remain gently aware within it. Begin the closing section gently. You remain quietly present within this vast, steady stillness. Nothing asks for movement or thought anymore. Space feels softer as awareness rests deeper. Breathing flows naturally without direction. Gravity continues its calm, dependable holding. Light drifts slowly with no destination. The black hole remains distant and neutral, its presence steady and complete. Your awareness settles into simple being. No effort, no intention required. Time feels wide and forgiving. Moments stretch without demand. Your body rests fully supported, weightless yet grounded. Energy continues its quiet circulation, balanced and continuous. Thoughts no longer seek form. They dissolve before appearing. Space feels like a gentle cradle, holding everything evenly. Light arrives and passes without notice, each moment self-contained. Your sense of self thins softly, blending into surrounding calm. Nothing separates inner and outer now. All feels unified. Gravity remains constant and kind, never pulling too hard. The universe continues its slow breath. Expansion and balance together. Awareness drifts toward restfulness, clear yet unengaged. Space no longer feels vast or small, only calm. Light traces familiar unseen paths, without urgency. The black hole remains simply what it is, neither feared nor approached. Your breathing deepens slightly, matching the quiet around you. Energy settles into effortless flow. Nothing accumulates. Moments lose their edges. Blending gently, your body feels deeply at ease. supported everywhere. Awareness becomes soft and receptive, open without focus. Space feels endlessly patient, allowing rest. Gravity holds without pressure, stability without effort. The universe continues exactly as it should, calm and ordered. You remain gently aware, present without strain. Nothing needs to continue or change. Everything is already complete. Awareness drifts closer to stillness, like settling into warm quiet. Light continues arriving patiently, then passing on. Your breathing remains slow and comforting, natural and unforced. The universe holds its shape softly, uninterrupted and calm. You rest within this balance, safe and steady. Awareness gently loosens its grip, without disappearing. Everything remains as it is, quiet and sufficient. You continue resting within this calm presence, without need or expectation. Awareness settles into silence, resting without boundary.